Welcome back everyone, this is J7Jace bringing you some builds with Delita in Chapter 1. Now in most playthroughs, I highly don't recommend leveling him up, getting abilities, or spending guild to get him the best equipment from the shop, as he will just leave the party at the end of Chapter 1. But if you want him to be a lot more useful because you just love Delita, or if you're doing an SSCC run, I have a few builds that can help you out in Chapter 1 and a basic guide on how to achieve this. Since you can't control Delita, having him get abilities and leveling him up before door to Trade City can be tricky. We also don't want him to get too many levels as well, since the monsters in the siege wield will also scale with you. So that means we need to start grinding with Delita in the first real battle in Chapter 1 at Garilan. And we need him to gain quite a lot of JP here, as I recommend getting JP boost, focused, and move +1. We need to KO all enemies besides the chemist while also keeping Delita alive, so I recommend deploying one of the chemists with you and only use the potions on Delita if possible, and also deploy the 2 male squires and the female squire with the broadsword. Because the enemy chemist will constantly be using potions for the most part, Delita can just keep on attacking him to gain XP and JP. If the enemy chemist has bad or worse compatibility with Delita, even better. And if your chemist has bad or worse zodiac compatibility with Ramza, it's also great too. Once all the enemies besides the chemists are KO'd, use re-equip on your chemist to remove the dagger equipped and use him to slowly KO your other party members. This is the slowly build spillover JP for Delita to help him gain JP for auto potion and chemist. You can also attack Ramza, just make sure he doesn't get KO'd, and once you gain near 700 JP on Delita, you can end the battle. After this, go to the shop to buy many potions like 50 plus and sell some of the items in your inventory like holy water and ethers, as you won't be using these. Then back in the formation screen, have him learn JP boost, focus, and move +1, and then turn Delita into a chemist with the newly acquired mithril knife, and everyone else into a chemist if you want, so he can get enough JP for auto potion in the next fight. Just make sure he gets at least 400 JP for it. And for the next battle, choose not to save Argath and let Delita get in actions for XP and JP. With focus and backup from your chemists, Delita will be a machine. And if the last enemy is about to die, throw potions at him and also KO Argath. After the battle, remove the longsword and battle boots from Argath. Learn auto potion for Delita, then change him into a knight. We want to learn equip heavy armor and to also get enough JP to be a monk if possible from here. Now head to Egros, and after the cutscenes are done, buy the best armor you can for Delita, and more potions if possible. For the next storyline battle, the Siege Wield, follow the same process just like in Mandalia Plains, by also deploying everyone as a chemist or something else with items as a secondary. If you want Ramza to get to a certain job for an SSCC, feel free to use other things, although I recommend not leaving a bomb as the last enemy here, just in case it uses self-destruct. And like the first 2 battles, let Delita do most of the work in attacking, so he can gain XP and JP. Auto potion should keep him up, but if you have your other characters, use potions to heal him, and once he gets 500 JP, he can finish the battle. From here, change Delita into a monk, but equip heavy armor or JP boost on him, so your build and setup should look like something on my screen. With Delita as a monk, he can do very well in the upcoming story battles, which can help you succeed in a Chapter 1 SSCC, which can be quite hard, especially the last 2 fights. And if he gets more JP, learning things like Aura Blast, Shockwave, or Chakra can be a huge help. If you're more daring though, try to get his monk job level up higher to get Geomancer, then learn the support ability Attack Boost. It's very strong as it will increase your physical attack damage by 33%. Using Delita as a black mage isn't a bad option too. Just give him the elemental rod of the element you prefer, but with his lower faith it isn't the best option. I just prefer the monk. And if you'd rather not go through all this trouble, turning Delita into a knight and equipping heavy armor and a mithril sword at the shop can also help make the final battles easier in normal playthroughs. This is how I like to build Delita in Chapter 1. If you plan on doing an SSCC, which is a very Kaizo challenge, I highly recommend the first build I have for Delita, as it will help with the story battles, although the last two will still require a lot of RNG, as Wheatgraph can hit really hard and the black mages and knights at Zeekton are annoyingly strong. That about wraps up today's video on my builds with Delita. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you made it this far, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, as it took me quite a while to grind and capture all this game footage. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you all next time.